Hey guys, we're back in Marvel Avengers Infinity War and all the toys. I want to go over all of them because the movie has been released and I'll talk a bit about each and every one of them. Let's start off with the Marvel Legends toy, which is this one. This is Iron Man, and obviously Iron Man was really cool in the movie. Now the biggest problem is that, you know, the set it came with Iron Man and looked very generic, because one of the key features to the new Iron Man 50 suit was that he had the nanotechnology, which allowed him to like separate his back, these plates, and then it shot out some beams and things like that. And his arm, actually, he was using some repulsor swords. So, you know, this figure looked like the classic Iron Man with a blaster and things like that. They should have added either the sword or something else, which would have looked cooler. But anyways, this is the Marvel Avengers Legends Infinity War Iron Man. And, you know, that was released for the movie. Now, we're here with Spider-Man. Let's talk a bit about this one. If you watch the movie, you know that one in the back was actually correct. The arms actually show up, or I mean the legs rather, actually show up out of the back, which is cool. Now this figure is really highly sought after, but the biggest thing is that there's nothing really to the figure, which is unfortunate. I mean, it looks cool and all, it has the design, and I'm sure that it, you know, if you're good at painting, or maybe no, I mean, you know, obviously the design looks really cool and things like that, but it's missing the legs like that, unlike that one in the back, which is something I think that everyone would want. And this figure actually didn't come with much. I mean, it had the Thanos' leg or one of the other pieces and the figure itself. There wasn't any extra arms, or I mean wrists or anything. I mean, that was it. This is it. All right, so up next, it is Captain America. And this one is actually developed wrong, in my opinion anyways. Obviously, if you watch the movie, you know the vibranium shield, it's actually two, like both his arms. So, you know, when it fights, right, obviously this thing is actually used as a weapon to jab the enemy. It's not like this. This is like, it makes it look like the vibranium shield that he used to have, like the circle one, right? But, you know, they actually made it so that he used two of these and he fought with both arms fighting them. This actually is like a gauntlet. Anyway, so that's my little review of the Marvel Legends series. Those are the only toys I got, which is fine. I mean, the only characters I like, so those were the only toys I got. Now let's move on towards some of the other ones. Black Widow. Let's go here. I don't know why, but she showed up right out here. So, you know, obviously Black Widow looks really cool. I don't know, I mean, she had the rod, she had everything, and looks very similar with this. Is one of the other series. This is different from Marvel Legends, but you know, this captures it. And who we have here is Star-Lord. I gotta be honest with you, with Peter Quill, I'm not really sure what happened with him. Yeah, he was in there and, you know, he was doing some stuff, but he was not, I did not follow his gun that much. So I'm not really sure if that is the blaster that he had. I wasn't really paying attention, but hey, you know, I guess most of his blaster, well, this one doesn't look like his elemental blaster. So anyways, that looks more like Rocket's blaster. So we have Rocket and we have Groot here. Rocket had a blaster. It's somewhere. Groot is actually supposed to be a teenage form Groot. And he always had the video game. Like literally, he was just playing video games. Too bad they did not, you know, add a video game for him. Like, you know, that he was it was part of the movie. It was really iconic. Everything, you know, he was just playing video games. And that was basically it. All right, so there's Groot. And again, Captain America, very strange. Only one-sided shield, which is not, I don't feel like it captures the movie's essence of what he was using. I felt, you know, it feels like they were trying to make him like the classic Captain America with the circular vibranium shield. He should have 2 of these, and you know, he should be fighting with it, and that's from Wakanda. All right, here with the Iron Man, this one, even though he did not make something similar to this, I'm pretty sure he didn't, but he could. I mean, he could. He literally could do it, right? Because, you know, he has nanotechnology, and maybe he was supposed to turn his arm into a blaster. But anyways, you know, I still like the Iron Man, even though, you know, some of the weapons aren't the same. The Hulk is the strangest one. He did not even show up in the movie much, right? He was mostly, well, he definitely didn't have that axe. So this is an added kind of bonus. But, you know, I didn't see the Hulk much. I saw him once or twice, which is fine. But anyways, there he is. Of course, this is the key to the movie, Thor. And I just wanted to talk about why his eyes is like that. You see, he lost his eyes in Ragnarok, and everybody knows he lost his eyes in Ragnarok. If you don't know, then you know, you don't really follow the Marvel series or movies, so I can't help you there. But he lost his eyes, and Rocket gave him a fake eye, so that's why his eyes is like that. So his eye's not wrong. The person that did this actually was signaling something, but nobody got it. And his Stormbreaker axe looks very similar. So actually this Thor looks really nice. In fact, the only problem is that I put it wrong. He's supposed to hold it like this. So this Thor figures, like this Thor figure right here, actually captures the movie very, very well out of anything else. I mean, this one is there. I mean, you look at him, you know that he's from the movie. All right, so let's go to the bigger figures and some of the Funko Pops. This one, you know, nothing to talk about here. Hulk is Hulk. He's angry. You know, we got a big Hulk. That's basically it. And you know, there wasn't much of Hulk to talk about. And here is Peter Quill. So he has his elemental blaster. He did not have this pack here like that, but you know, I think they just added that for the toy, which is fine. Well, he can talk, so that's a good thing. So I do like this figure as well. I like all figures that have these packs. This is a very neat idea. Very, very cool, in fact. I hope they make more of those because it's really, really cool. All right, let's move forward a bit. So again, this is the Iron Spider for the Funko Pop. And, you know, he doesn't have any legs on the back, which he should. I think they should have made one like that. This is very simple design. Obviously, they just needed to paint it. They took probably the old Spider-Man figure, painted it, and then, yeah, just that's about it. If they added the legs, that would have been cooler. And they actually have this Iron Man here. I never got him, but this one really is nice. This one is exactly like the movie. Alright, so this is the Hulk Buster. And I can't believe they did not release a Marvel Legends series on this, because this Hulk Buster is really, really cool, and it was in the movie, and it did play a major part. I mean, for those that didn't watch the movie, you should, and too bad for all the spoilers, but you know, this is what it's about. And you know, too bad that they didn't like make more figures other than the Funko Pop. There wasn't even any video game characters on it. So anyways, I think they should make more of these figures, especially the Marvel Legends. But anyway, the Hulk Buster. And lastly, second last, we have Spider-Man. This one. You hear that?
Web shooters engaged. That was awesome. Deploying web wings.
Alright, so that's enough. Here's Spider-Man, the Iron Spider. This one really captures the movie. This one, everything. This is like almost the perfect figure, just like Thor. It has the Iron Spider legs, and you know, this is perfect. This is like exactly from the movie, even though, you know, it could be a bit shinier. Not that I have anything against it, but, you know, it's fine even if it's not that shiny. But, you know, this captures everything from the movie. There's no, you know, at first I didn't really like it because I didn't think that there was the legs, but the legs is in there, and it played a major part in saving our heroes. Now, lastly, we have Thanos. And not much to talk about here. He's the villain of the movie, and he has the Infinity Gauntlet, and you know, he's almighty and powerful. He did a lot, and you know, obviously I'm not a big fan of this Thanos. There's the other Thanos that I like, but yeah. All right, so this figure, nice. I like how he has his Infinity Gauntlet. And you know, he's very, very tough. You can't really do anything because you can't bend the legs or you can't bend the arms. But, you know. Alright, that's it for this video. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let me know which figure you think is the best. And you know, what you think about what I've been saying about the figures that have been available for Infinity War.